Hi, good day everyone. Gab here, market analyst from SmarTrade. So for today, let's have our daily briefing and let's focus more on the weekly and US shares. And as usual, Monday and Tuesday, there's nothing much. But for today, let's focus on the Bank of America or the BAC. So based on the earnings calendar, and on Tuesday, we have the Johnson and Johnson, J&J and Netflix, and also the IBM or the International Business Machines, and also the Halliburton. And on Wednesday, we have Tesla, Procter and Gamble, followed by the Nasdaq, INC. And also on Thursdays, we have the Philip Morris and also the American Airlines. And on Friday, we have the American Express. Now, comparing last week, it's actually a very volatile one since there's a lot of high impact news. But for this week, there's nothing much. We only have to focus on the inflation rate data for some currencies. But let's focus on this stock shares, and I will share to you what are the hottest stocks for this week that you can trade. So first thing is we have the Bank of America. Okay, now as you can see here, last January 19, their earnings per share was actually higher. It beats the forecast. So from 0.76, it goes down to 0.82. But however, the revenue was actually slightly lower. So from 22.18 billion all the way down to 22.06 billion. And for April 18, their forecast for the EPS is around 0.7492, which is lower comparing on the previous earnings per share. And also on the revenue, it's actually forecasted to be higher comparing on the last data base here. So around 23.18 billion. Okay, so let's check the chart overall for the Bank of America. All right, so on the 1 hour chart, we can obviously see that this stock did not perform very well on the past trading sessions. We can see a lot of bearish candles dominated this time frame. So currently on the 1 hour time frame, as of the moment, the current price is around 37.53 per share. And the way it looks right now, in my own opinion, there's still a possibility for this one to go down further. So right here, we can see an impulsive move at this area and followed by correction on the downside and continue to go down all the way here. So if we base this one on the 5 wave theory, the Elliott wave, so this one is the first wave, second one, and then the third wave right here. So personal opinion, there is still possibility for this one to consolidate around this area where it may touch to reach, it may try to reach 23.6 territory. That's around 39.12 and it can continue all the way down. So if you're planning to trade this one on the short-term side, we can actually look for targets around the 36 territory. So if it goes down below 36 territory, then possibly it can go all the way to 35 to 33 per share. But on the alternative side, since we're aiming for selling position for this one, if the Bank of America stock share goes up above the 50% retracement, that's around 41.02, and also the 61.8 retracement, 41.88, then it means that the direction will shift on the upside. Okay, but as of the moment, I'm expecting for this one to consolidate at least can touch 33.6 and then all the way down towards the 36 per share territory. Okay. Now next is the Netflix. Okay. So for Netflix, the forecast last January 20 for the EPS or the earnings per share was around 0.83, and obviously it beats the market forecast. So the actual loss 1.33. But however, the revenue was actually neutral since The forecasted data is 7.71 billion, and the revenue was exactly 7.71 billion. But this April 19, the EPS for Netflix is expected to be higher, around 2.95, and also for the revenue is expected to be higher as well. So it means that if the EPS is higher and also the revenue is higher for Netflix, then it means that there's a potential for this stock share to go up. So let's check on the chart for Netflix. Okay, so for Netflix, one of the stocks that did not perform on the past couple of sessions. So right here in the 1 hour chart, we can see an impulsive move all the way here, impulsive move and correction all the way down. And as of the moment, the price is still trying to push towards the 330 level. But there are two possible ways to trade this stock. So number one, first option for you to trade this one is if you're going to follow the rule for the 5 wave theory. So as of the moment, it's very clear to me that this one is the first wave, this one is the second wave, and third wave. Now the current one, right here, A, B, and C. So there's a potential for this price to go up around the 23.6 retracement, or exactly 353.11, and it can go all the way down. So it may try to reach the 331st, but however, based on the data for the market forecast for EPS and then the revenue, it is expected to be higher. So it means that there's a possibility for this one to go up above the 50% retracement and also above the 61.8. So it means that if the price of Netflix reach the price above the 50% and 61.8 retracement, then the momentum will shift on the upside. Now, next one. Now, next is Halliburton, one of the best stocks for the past couple of sessions. So the forecast last January 24 was 0.34, and also the EPS higher, around 0.36, and same goes with the market forecast at 4.09 billion, and also higher on the previous one, or the market forecast at 4.28 billion. So this one was actually a one of the best performing stocks recently. So let's check on the price. So as of the moment, the price for the Halliburton is around the 40.75 per share. But obviously, as I've said earlier, this one is one of the stocks that perform in the previous session. So we can see here the price move all the way up around 39.21 and goes down 37.17. So if you notice here around this area, the price of Halliburton was actually traded back and forth around the 39.21 territory and also the 37.17. So this one is actually the key resistance on the 1 hour chart and also on the support level around 37.17. But however, if we're going to focus on what's happening right now on the Halliburton, we can see an impulsive move for this one and correction right here all the way up. Now, in my own opinion, this one is the first wave, the correction right here. And the way it looks right now, this one is the three wave or third wave for the Halliburton. So it means that there's possibility for this one to go up further. Now, once it touches above the 41 price or above the 41 level, then it means that there's strong momentum on the upside. So the way you're going to trade this one is right here and all the way here. So there's still a chance for this one to go up further, and possibly it can retrace another fourth or 5 wave all the way here. Now keep in mind that this Halliburton beats the high of this price. So that was March 8th, 2022. So actually the highest price was around 39 level, but it beats the high of this area. So from 39 goes up to 40.75. But this one, obviously, I'm still expecting this one to go up further if we're going to base on the structure of the market right now. But on the alternative side, if the price goes down below 50 and all the way to 61.8, then the momentum will shift on the bearish side. Okay. Next one is Tesla. Okay. So last EPS on January 26, the forecast was 2.36 and it was actually higher, 2.54 billion. And also the forecast for the revenue, 7.72 versus 17.13 billion. But this April 20, it is expected to be lower from 2.24 forecast and also the market forecast on the revenue around 17.63 billion. So let's check the chart for the Tesla. So if you noticed earlier, the revenue and then the market EPS performed better last month of January. So this was actually the result of that. So we can see that the price of Tesla goes up sharply from 760 all the way to above the 1,120. Okay, but as of the moment, since this one's already long overdue, we have to focus more on what's happening right now on Tesla. So the EPS and the revenue is expected to be much lower. So if we base on the structure for Tesla, we can see an impulsive move here and correction wave. So if we're going to trade this area, okay, we're expecting this one to go down further since possibly it can go on the 97.2.6 or 90 during the previous session, since the market is telling us that the structure is clearly on the downside. So this one is the first wave, A, B, and C. So second wave. But however, the market created a gap for this level. So if you place your sell position all the way here, then it means that you are currently on a profit right now. But however, if you base the structure currently on Tesla, it's just a corrective waves all the way here. So in my own opinion, this one is an impulsive move, and this one is wave or the corrective waves, and this one is still part of the corrective waves for the second wave, right? So this one is first wave A, B, and C. For the second wave, another corrective waves possibly around this area, and it can go all the way down. Possibility for this one to go down. At least it can try to reach 920 territory. So if the price goes down below 1920, next is below 880, and can go down all the way to 760. Once the EPS for Tesla and the revenue is lower comparing on the market forecast, but same goes with the other stocks. If the price goes up above the 50% retracement and 61.8, then the market will shift on the upside. And last but not the least, we have the Philip Morris. So obviously, for the past earnings calendar, the EPS for Philip Morris remains stable. So the last 4 EPS was actually better. Same goes with the revenue. So one of the best performing stocks for this week and the past couple of sessions. So let's check the chart. So Philip Morris in the 1-hour chart, obviously, it's very clear to me that this one is on the upside momentum. Why is that? Because number one, we can see an impulsive move right here. Probably this one is first wave. So A, B, and C, second wave, and then third wave right here. Okay. And after the third wave, there's a correction or corrective waves around this area. So this one is A, B, and C. So it means that there's a potential for this one to go up further. It may try to reach the 104 level. So once the corrective wave is done, it may try to reach the 104 and 106 territory. Since the structure is very clear, that it will shift on the bullish side of trading. So this one is first wave, second wave. I'm sorry, first, second wave, third, and this one is four, and then possibly it can go down for the fifth wave. So once again, it may try to reach the 104 or 106, but on the alternative side, if the price goes down lower, below the 50 and 61.8 retracement, then the momentum will shift on the downside. All right, so again, for this week, we have to focus on some important data like the inflation rate for some currencies and also uh, the, for one of the most important stocks for this week. So I hope you catch up for one of the best stocks for this week. So thank you everyone for joining our daily briefing today. Stay safe and have a great day. Bye bye.